What's up? What's up? What's up? This is Hood Talk. This is your boy, Mr. Know-It-All, and I'm here with the lovely Miss Bella. And it's time to get the party started. Tell them about it.
Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Petty Petty Tuesday. The eve of Mr. Know It All's big day. Shouts out to you today, Mr. Know It All.
Nah,
Yep. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to Marcus Honeysucker on YouTube and Mr. Know It All on Facebook. If you want to send him some love, there is the information that is beginning to scroll across the bottom of the screen. One other thing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. So, hey, subscribe, people. Like, share the information, the good information that we often provide, along with entertainment.
mm,
We on a serious note tonight. We know that so many Americans has been affected by a decision made by a company. So, we're going to talk about, do companies care about their workers? And is AI coming faster than you thought? Like, are you thinking we have time for this? Or, we can work at this place forever and they're going to be concerned as to what happens with me and my family? Or is it about the company?
mm.
Is AI about to take over all the way? Hey, what do we need to do? Let's find out. We're going to find out some information tonight from Mr. Know It All.
Yes, like we always know, yes, the companies don't care nothing about us. Yes.
Sad, but it's so.
Yeah, I kind of get on people when I see, and I think is it's probably go both ways. Sometimes you can get yourself defending and come. I be watching people. They be like, yeah, our place and our this and our, I'm investing in it and this and that. And I'm telling you, a lot of these companies are looking out for you know who. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And while we thinking we investing in them and they got our best interests at hand, and that even go for the big companies, the Walmarts,
Yes.
the Nissan. Imagine if Nissan left
Shut it down. What will happen?
left Jackson or Canton or wherever they so-called located. Just imagine a couple of companies just leaving, just up and leaving. If Nissan and the tire plant left, we'll go down in the. It'll be like Beatles at this thing because it's so many people depending on certain companies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I think every time just like you got new companies flex up, what they call Fastenal
Yeah.
and if you take Fastenal, Nissan, you got what's the new one? Amazon.
Yeah.
If you took some of these companies out of Jackson or out of Mississippi, I mean, a lot of these places would fall flat. I mean, like, um, or I wouldn't even say if you just took them away. If they came to you, if all companies kind of got together and said, you know what, we ain't doing this pension thing no more. We just gonna pay y'all a little bit of extra money, and y'all got to deal with this yourself.
Oof. That'll be terrible.
Yeah, when all that old, um, I'm retiring at 30 and all that. I mean, I think a lot of companies done slick did away with a lot of unions. Um,
Without telling the people.
Yeah, I think a lot of people done sign their life away. Like when you work for a company, they put all them papers in front of you to sign. I think a lot of people not reading through the little fine print, and it's probably telling you right there, we don't have to do this, we don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You liable for your own insurance. I mean, it's gonna
Ugly.
get rough because I think they preparing for the robots. And when you preparing for something, you know what I'm saying? You see something coming. It's just like when I put up a McDonald's thing today, and
Mhm.
that about the dude saying, "Yeah, I better stay in school because the waitress coming out down in a robot talking about, oh, thank you, and I'm so happy to serve you and all that. I mean, she taking the ticket, taking the order, taking the money, all that on the card right there, and she ain't even got to go to the cash register.
Mhm.
I mean, people don't even realize how bad it gonna get, and that's for real, for
Isn't that something?
real. Read that.
Demetria said, Yellow Freight is a great example. Many years invested as an employee, all for the company to shut down and your retirement is nowhere to be found.
Right.
So that has to be poor management that you allow somebody to put this money into their retirement and it's not theirs anymore.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what that is. That ain't poor management. There's people. I'm gonna tell you, when COVID hit, people don't realize they wondering why a lot of us didn't go back to work so quick. That because even my partner told me they had the robots, what I'm saying, working at night. That's why they don't have people. There are a lot of places not open 24/7 no more because they got the robots. They got the robots at night going around trying to see how well they gonna do their job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean, you got to think about it. They can get three robots that can take the place of probably 15, 20 people
yeah,
easy because they ain't gonna never need no break. They don't need all you need to do is probably give them some oil and a shot of juice. I'm telling you, man.
yeah.
She said,
That's it.
yeah,
Yes. AI is going to take over.
yeah. And I'm talking about it's from the it's from it's from all levels. I think even when it come to teaching, I think teachers are in danger from a nice robot that know how to talk to people and know how to communicate back and forth. And just think about it. When you just talk to your little, stuff in your house, it's
Yeah.
very, it's very polite to you. All these automatic tape things are very nice to you. We are preparing to go in a place that we ain't never went before, and they told me I got a little inside info. They told me technology is moving so fast right now that they scared to release how fast they done came just this year.
Mm.
That's just how fast technology is moving in what's name. Think about it. Even today, when people do stuff wrong, they are catching people. Way back in the day, you remember when these people used to put a mask over their face
Mm-hmm.
to show their eyes
Yeah.
and all that old type of stuff. With all these phones they done made with facial recognition and all that, they
They
are
can
catching
get
people from 5, 6 years ago on photos. They got AI that can go on old photos and tell them who that is by their eyes and stuff now. You
you.
know
Yeah.
what I'm
Did you see? Remember the guy? There was a guy that escaped from Mississippi jail. You see how easy they found him in Texas?
saying? Yep. Yep.
Recognition of his face.
Yeah. But see, they've been doing that since the little bomb stuff and since the terrorist attacks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They've been doing little stuff like that. And I just think we don't even understand how how far gone, you know, this technology is. I mean, it's
Mhm.
running away with it. I mean, it's so advanced. We ain't gonna be able to believe it in a minute. That's just how advanced it is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just not even joking though. That that's just you know.
So, are you protecting the company that don't care about you?
Mm.
Most of the times you are. Let me give you an example.
Mhm.
When I came to Mississippi, I was working at a place, Fruit of the Loom
Mhm.
in Jackson, right? All of a sudden, we just get this note that the company is relocating to Mexico for cheaper labor. So people instantly, some panicked, some went and found jobs. If you left early, you couldn't get the severance pay, things like that.
Yeah,
But just think about the people that were working there. You had to work there until the operation ended in order to be compensated some type of way to extend your health insurance, anything like that.
right.
Because if you left early, you lost all of that. Even the little retirement, you couldn't get it by, leaving early.
Yeah, and I just, oof. I mean, I think when we look back on it, I think why we worried about, you know, black and white and race this and gender war this and women, oh, we run the world. You know what? AI run the world. And what we're gonna realize in a minute is why we fighting over little simple stuff that we don't know what's going on.
Hmm.
Everybody else around us making little moves, and
Yep.
we're making little moves. And I'm talking about they building more prisons. They um, you know, a lot of people are getting sick and dying over some of these shots and all this. And just think about it. I was, you know, people don't even realize at the end of the year, I heard in 2 more years, they ain't gonna even need half of the workforce they got now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what we don't even realize, this is way more deeper than we think it is. Way more deeper. And I think we gonna feel it in a bad way. I mean, we sometimes we think that we know a lot what's going on, stuff like that. But I think we gonna see a different, a very different society moving forward. I mean, we so stuck on, you know, like I said, they so stuck on twerking, dancing, and doing all this stuff, and we having a good time. And people don't even realize half the people that's partying, having a good time, that can't even afford what they're doing.
Hmm.
People just doing stuff, and they living day for day. Talking about, oh yeah, you only live once, and yeah, why you in Mexico and wasting all your money and all this? And, what would happen? You know, most people got to look at it like this here. What would happen if you lost your job tomorrow? How many months would
Could
it
you leave?
would it take for you if you lost your job tomorrow and couldn't find a job for 6, 7 months? How long would it take for you to go dead broke, struggling, um, car notes behind, what's the name? Because a lot of times, as we saw in Atlanta. They are just playing with us sometimes because I thought about it. In Atlanta one time, you remember they shut down the EPT cards for a day.
Oh yeah.
And you remember how they went crazy in Atlanta to the place because they did it like on the 15th or 17th when they know a bunch of people get
People get their benefits.
and they went crazy out there. I mean, they actually went crazy. They were making viral videos talking about, oh, I got 7 kids. You remember that one? That the
Hmm.
lady had all the kids in the house and what the hell going on and this and that.
Right.
Imagine this. Imagine this. And this is something we don't want to imagine. Imagine if the government or whatever say we done ran out of money for this program, for the HUD program, for this program, for all these free money type programs, right?
Hmm.
Okay, and every woman that's in these apartments or whatever, they got to start paying rent. They got to get a job or go back home. The government ain't footing the bill no more. What happened then? See,
Hmm.
I don't think a lot of people think about that. You know how like, ladies be on because they got them a couple kids and might stay, in projects and the government helping out and this and that, or the government making the man pay child support. What if the government say we ain't stepping in no more? We ain't making the man pay child support. We ain't supporting your habit. They already tried to make it, in certain cities where you got to get drug tested,
To
to
get benefits.
benefits and stuff like that. So imagine if they go, just that far. I don't even see America done sat back and let everybody get on drugs, alcohol, and everything. Everybody just having a good old time. Everybody listen to Cat Williams, listen to Millionaire talking about, yeah, I don't know what's going on with you if you don't smoke weed. Well, I ain't no goddamn millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a millionaire telling you or do this set for life, telling you that not smoke, to smoke weed because I don't know what you doing that you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And people don't realize if most people if they spent what he spent on weed probably in a year, they would go flat broke. You know what I'm saying?
Just like that.
Right. But I think kind of like on the low that we doing stuff that is really not is not a comeback for it. Like we don't even realize this artificial intelligence is all around us. It's in the phone. It's in they tracking. They showing that they can track 1,500 people at a time. Go through your voices, tell what you're doing. Think about it. Even on Facebook, they got stuff where if you just say the wrong word or you just say something that you don't post, they already block it, and then you have to kind of challenge it and all this old type of stuff. I mean, it done got so bad that we don't even see the rest of this stuff coming. We just don't. I mean, technology getting so good so fast that a lot of stuff we think we know coming, we ain't gonna see it coming. They're gonna run right
Hmm.
over us like a Mack truck. I mean, we're gonna wake up one day and think these folks, these companies care about us, and we're gonna realize that that little job at McDonald's, that little job at Little Caesars or whatever, they gonna just move it out of your section. I mean, think about it. Think about Detroit. They have actually moved everything kind of like out of Detroit And it's getting to the point that only reason that they're gonna keep certain things in certain areas because they don't want you coming to their area. You know what I'm saying? Only
Yeah.
reason they keep a grocery store in Jackson, only reason the Walmart in Jackson just to keep people in Jackson from going to Clinton and Madison and all these other places. They trying to keep certain people that's hood in the hood. That's why they rebuilding houses and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Ruben said we must start having our own market, our own mindset. We must do for
a
ourselves.
owner, he mean like an
The
ownership.
owner's mindset.
Yeah,
We must do for ourselves.
yeah. Because reason I know that he's not lying because we've been taught to do everything like credit and and you know me, I don't believe in credit cards and all that old type of stuff, but we've been pushed to say, oh, build your credit up. Don't own nothing. Pay on everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't own nothing. Even if you got the money to own it, don't own it. Just pay on it. It don't make sense to me. You feel what I'm saying? It don't
Mm-hmm.
make sense to me, but it makes sense to people at the top because guess what? When you don't own something, right?
Right.
And say you get hurt, you get hurt and you out for this year or something, you can't pay on it. You mess around and had to borrow on it, had to get a
Mm-hmm.
loan, had to do, you know what I'm saying? If you owned it, you would only be paying like maybe the taxes or something like this here, and then you could, get yourself together. Somebody let you borrow the money to pay the little taxes, you can get yourself back on your feet. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
got enough. But when you don't own stuff, it's just like a car. If you got a car note, a house note, um, a phone note, all this every month, and you mess around and lose a job, it, it's over.
Yeah. Just like that.
I done seen people get. I'm gonna tell you this. I done seen people get severance pay. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Severance pay. Like they could have, they leave a job and they get him that big old lump sum, that 30, 40, 50, $60,000. And guess what they see?
What?
I think I need to quit working for a while, sit back, enjoy life a little bit, and people don't even realize if you paying 1,000, 1,200 a month, rent in 1 month, in 1 year, if you it's some people paying almost $2,000 a month rent
Yeah.
in 1 year, you can spend $24,000 in rent.
Yep.
So
And
if
that's cheap
you had,
rent.
and if you had bought that, owned that, you'll just be paying taxes. You might be paying 2,000 1 month of that 1 month of that whole year. You might be paying 2,000, maybe 2,000 some dollars in rent for the whole year. You feel what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
but if every time we get a little money, I done seen dudes have accidents, then hurt themselves, and got 50,000, 100,000, all that, and they run around here broke right now because they failed to invest in a little ownership. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's not ownership as in a car, because a car loses value,
Once
very
it's
quick.
driven off the lot.
Right. As soon as you drive it off the lot, it's already 25% off of it right there.
Mm-hmm.
$100,000 car, as soon as you drive it off the lot, it's a $75,000 car.
Yeah.
And next year, it might be a $50,000 car if it ain't a truck. Because trucks and stuff like that hold a little bit better value. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't even think people realize, you know, like if you don't go out here and try to own some or have some later on in life. See, it wasn't meant for Social Security. This is what people don't realize. Social Security and the stuff we get at the end of our life, it's meant to support a house that's paid for. It's not meant to pay the bills and all that and pay rent and all that. It was meant to support you for the food and little bit of paycheck for a house you own.
Right.
And this the mindset that we fail to realize, that a lot of people that don't own a house, when they start giving you out $1,000, I mean, think about it. Go ask your grandma and them how much they check is every month. These $700,000 checks, it ain't meant for to pay rent, pay light bill, pay water bill, pay all that. It's meant to pay maybe the light, water, gas, and some food. That's all.
Just a little bit.
It's not meant for rent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They think you should own a house at a certain point of time. Go ahead. Oh,
15,000 cash money, you can build $150,000 house. This is real talk.
right. And I remember back in the day listening to a contractor. He was building a house for man, and he was subcontractor. He was like the real estate people mark the house up $200,000,
Hmm.
but they give him $50,000. You know, he gets so many houses, and $50,000-$60,000 he used to throw up a house.
Hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people don't even understand it's still working to this day. You think these houses cost 400,000? I mean, by the time you get through with some concrete and all these old cheap wood they put on it, uh, you ain't got $60,000 in a house. They done built a whole house,
Yeah.
roofing and everything, because they already get discount, contractor discount, all kind of discount on a lot of stuff, and we don't see it because I mean, a lot of people don't see it because they don't look into it. But cash is king. Just like you said, you can you can bill for 50,000, or you can go out here and buy with 50,000 $150 $1,000 house on the
Yeah.
market, on the open market. You can just buy a house, a nice house. I done seen it too many times. I done seen people go and buy a nice $50,000 house and put 10,000 in it, and then go right back and sell it for 150,000.
Yeah.
Cause all they got to do is put some granite
Tops in there.
in there, and y'all sold. A woman. Whoo! Look at this kitchen. Yeah, you do the kitchen up with a big old nice AC
The
system.
kitchen and the bathroom, but make sure it's cool in there.
Yeah, that's it. So I think we don't understand, and but we will we will
Eventually.
hard about it, hard about
He said, check the equity.
it. They go to the next
So, will your retirement be there when you need it? We don't know. We don't even know if Social Security will be there.
one. I mean, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. We don't know. We actually don't know what gonna be there. I mean, and see, that's why me, LeRuben, and a lot of other dudes, we roll a different way, because I would rather bet on myself than bet on somebody who don't even know my name.
Hmm.
I'm just another employee to them. They don't know my name. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no yes, give you a personal call. The person that own Amazon, you think he ever call anybody that work in Mississippi and say,
No.
"Hi, I'm so glad you're working for me." You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
don't care. You know what I'm saying? He don't care, and it's all about making money. And once you become a liability where you don't make a money, it don't make sense to them.
Yeah.
Because I tell people, once you even threaten your job with falling and tripping and hurting yourself or saying some shit like, "Hey, I already looked into the robots." Okay, if that girl win, if she fall and win, what's her name? I'm gonna have to pay her $50,000. I
Mm-hmm.
ain't riding buy me a robot, 50,000. They ain't gonna never trip. They gonna be right there doing my bidding, whatever I want them to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people don't even understand that part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like we, we always thinking the government gonna take care of us, our job gonna take care of us, and all that. But guess what? It's up to you to take care of you.
Yeah.
And while we steady thinking all these entities care something about us, the Walmarts and all they care about is the bottom line. Even when I was coming up, they was, I read an article was talking about how McDonald's, I don't know if it was Taco Bell, Burger King, but a lot of the big companies, they was made to be a revolving door. That's why they like the workers, the little kids that come out and do the summer jobs, winter jobs, this and that, because they know they ain't never got to pay them long term. Because it's
Mm-hmm.
in and out. It's in and out job. They love that in and out rotation where they ain't got to worry about giving them raises, because most of them don't even make it to a raise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They get that first check and run off with it.
Right.
The rumor said definition of paycheck. They pay you to keep you in check. Question rather rich only pay taxes once a year and not monthly. The only taxes the rich pay is that they're probably paying their purchases.
Mhm.
A lower
Because
percentage.
the rich have so many write-offs. You know what I'm saying? They got the fund, the build the kid fund, and all this stuff, and they profit organization, the non-profit organization that they put in, and see they can do all that, and then they learn how to have money here and there and there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When a lot of people don't even know how to save money, they learn how to, and they showing you how to have money. Just like that yellow was name, they just got a $700 million loan, and then they turn around and file for bankruptcy, so they ain't got to pay none of that back.
Ain't that something?
They be like, we lost about $1 billion, but we got 700 million,
Hmm.
and if we just go ahead and because they lied to the people and said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna pay you this and pay you that," and then a week later they canceled everything.
Isn't that something?
A week later, look, I told my cousin when he told me that if they file this certain thing, they ain't got to pay us nothing. And you know what I said? I ain't gonna pay. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. If you own the company and it go from filing this or filing that, I ain't got to pay them nothing. I can keep all my money, this and that. I don't know if they get a chance to take my trucks or whatever, whatever. See, I don't even know about that part of it. You know what I'm
The
saying?
only way they would take their your vehicles and things like that if it's not paid off.
Wow. And then all their vehicles probably paid off. They probably gonna take them down there to the auction and auction them off, or they gonna do like they sold to somebody else, and somebody else gonna open it on a different name and going what's name because they had government contracts and everything. So
Yeah,
just think
probably,
about it.
they probably gonna keep it in the family.
Yeah, they gonna sell it to cousin Larry, and he gonna be running that thing.
Hmm.
People say they write it off. But I'm telling you, man, we don't even realize how bad it's going to get. I mean, I don't think nobody think they, they know like that.
Yeah.
Man, I be. There you go. All right,
He said
next.
they write it off. Well, that's what we're saying. If they filed the bankruptcy, yeah, they'll write it off. You know.
Mm-hmm. Got that next one down there.
So every man for himself means every company for themselves too. Is it fair? It's called business.
Mm. See, we got to be careful talking about we handling business and all that other type of stuff, cause big business know how to move like us. Just like we say we don't care about the companies. Get what the companies start saying. We don't
You
care about
don't
it.
care.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of companies, they might go through Joker trying to steal something like, Family Dollar and a lot of these things. Like people doing bad, people going up in these stores stealing like it ain't no what's name. All them folks gonna start saying we can't make no money having this in this neighborhood, having this over here. We gotta get rid of all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like some of these dollar stores, how they close down in certain areas.
Right. Think about the Metro something. Closed down, never open back up. We ain't got nothing in Jackson. Think about it. What do we have actually in Jackson? I wait. Tell me something. Tell me
McDonald's.
anything we got in Jackson, not across the line. In Jackson.
McDonald's. I just told
we
you. Dollar Generals, Family Dollars are everywhere.
ain't got no skating ring. Guess, guess what we got in Jackson, and this is why people get mad at me. Guess what we got in Jackson?
What's that?
All we got in Jackson is churches and dollar stores and liquor
Hmm.
stores and a place where you can buy a hat and some shoes. That's it. That's it. And a bunch of little food places. That's it. We have no entertainment. We have no major stores. Every major store there, and they even moving places close to us. Uh, since we started, thought we could just skip off in region a little bit. They done shut on all them down. They shutting down North Park.
Yeah.
Man, there ain't but a couple of stores in North Park over there.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that myself.
Yeah.
I don't think JC Penney's is there anymore, is it?
Nope.
That used to be my little
Belt,
store during the
Belt was
holidays.
gone too. Belt's gone too.
Belt's gone?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's terrible. And that's what's terrible.
I'm telling you, it's a lot of things. Hold on, I might be thinking about. Nah, I think Belts was talking about the Macrae's gone, and then you get to think about on our side, the Beth Bath and Beyond, they gone. The other little Toys R Us, they
Mm,
gone. We have nothing. Everything that was on my side, on the side of Jackson side, is just about gone. You feel me?
yeah.
And they moving it where they can really monitor it real good and just trying to keep us in our area because they know a lot of people scared to cross the gun line.
Yeah.
All these ragged cars, we barely putting around this place, and they saying, "Come on over here, we're gonna arrest you as soon as you come across the gun line. We got you." If your car got busted tail lights, busted headlights, see, they allow you to ride around Jackson like this.
Mm-hmm.
But you ain't finna go to no Madison, Ridge, none of these places like that. Like you can ride around Jackson. They ain't gonna let you do that.
No.
They see you. He from Harris County. He ain't even got no hood on top of his car.
But they know the sound of the car. Huh?
Joker riding through here ain't even got a hood on top of their car. And it just sad. I mean, we we say it, but I'm telling you, we these companies. I mean, can we get mad at companies for doing the same thing we doing?
Well,
There's
no.
no loyalty. There's no loyalty. Guess what? All these companies, people are leaving these companies quick. I mean, quick. I mean, people in and out of these companies, they can't even beg people to come to work.
Can't even pay people to come to work.
Can't even pay people to come to work. I mean, these people at 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 burger stores and stuff like that, they trying to give people 15, 16, $17 out starting off. Then they ain't getting it.
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of times they ain't getting it because sometimes they can't stop smoking. Or they don't want to stop smoking or whatever it takes to just even pass a drug to. They're like, ain't no even me even to even do that because I ain't gonna pass. Most people are trying to go after a job they know that don't take drug tests.
Yeah.
And I be hearing people say, talk like that, like, "Oh, I went and got that job because they don't test."
And that's something for them not to even be concerned about that.
Right, and a lot of that stuff keeping up with it, and it is what it is.
Hmm. So,
Yeah.
will this new world put people out on the street, men, women, and children?
Mm.
Yeah, because where will you go? What will you do?
No, because this was happening. This was happening, right?
Hmm.
And I don't even think women see this. Okay, a lot of women are saying, "Oh, we don't need no man, strong, independent." Okay, so they're saying, "Oh, okay, so we ain't got to do what we used to do to take care, take care of women and children. We ain't got to put this to the side." And they say they can take care of themselves. Well, women are the most educated and this and that and blah. And most educated, most in debt, most impoverished. They all of it at the same time. You feel what I'm saying? You can have a couple of good things, but does it lead to success on that end? See, a lot of
Hmm.
people got paper degrees that don't mean nothing out here in the field. When all year, when it's a flood, they said just like this here. If everybody got it, then it ain't worth it.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Eh, all these women got degrees and things. So who winning? You,
Because when you get those degrees, you got to think about what has come with it. If you didn't go on a full ride or some type of scholarship, what do you have?
right. And people don't even realize that's what's happening. It's just that bad. Like people got all these degrees and can't do nothing with them. Can't do nothing with them. I mean, this new world gonna put everybody out. I mean, we not even caring about each other. We so busy figuring and fighting and all this kind of stuff. And these folks finding out ways to just get rid, dismiss us. I
Yeah.
mean, I put it away. Even when I look at people walking homeless and this and that, I'm seeing more women than I ever seen. Mentally on the corner, talking to themselves,
Hmm.
all those kind of stuff. They ain't got enough things to support the mental institution. So crazy people just sitting out here just running around, just being crazy because they ain't got nowhere to house them.
Sad, but it's so.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Dwayne said your degree come with student loans, and half the people don't work in their field.
Right.
That's
And
They won't even hire you in your field because they say you're not experienced.
uh-uh.
Wow, I just
Watch,
did all
watch
this year
this.
of college
Watch
and no
this. Watch
experience.
this. I seen somebody get a degree down here. And the only place that goddamn it even hire them in California. That is crazy. Like you actually would have to move from here to California. They got high everything. And then you go down there, try to work on that degree or whatever. And people don't realize why do they call what they call Skid Row?
Mm-hmm.
The reason they got the place called Skid Row because everybody wanted to go to LA to make it. To make it. And when they go to LA and they don't get the road agent, they don't become a star in this, they end up in a tent on the side of the road because they can't make it. I know people right now that done went to LA to make it. They're staying on Skid Row. I know people right now as I speak. I know people who stay on Skid Row.
Oh wow.
And it's sad, but it's so.
You paid 55,000 in loans and your job paid 35 grand.
and then let's go even deeper. Your job only paying 35 grand. So now your house thing, say when I was telling you about, how people get them good, because they educated, they want to stay in a good spot. Now they paying $2,000 a month rent. Okay, that's 24 grand gone. So now you got 10 grand left to split between light, gas, water, and you know how gas, how
And life essentials.
and to try to pay your loan back, or it gonna keep on rising. You barely paying your interest off.
Yep.
People don't understand, and you trying to petty yourself, buy her and buy this and buy that, and your car note. We ain't even got to your car note yet.
Better start biking with the way things going
Rent.
now.
We were talking about just rent. Imagine somebody paying, say, Adam me a $600 car note.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
uh, for a year. That's what that is, right? As
Yep.
6,000. Hold on.
6 times 12.
What'd you come up with?
Are you still here?
Yeah, you talking about me? You talking about me?
Yeah. Can you see me?
Y'all. See,
Oh, sure.
I'm looking at two videos, so yes, I can see you.
Oh, okay.
You the one playing on all your screens and stuff.
No, it's something else came up.
Okay.
My bad.
Ah, look, Dwayne said, I bet an electrician man or a plumber looking real good, aka high value man. but I mean, but I'm gonna tell you, Dwayne, um, it don't sound like a sexy job, and what it is let me tell you the type of job most women want a man to have. They want a man to have a kind of laid back job like them so they can have plenty of time to go out for drinks and do movies after work and have all this free extra time to do little stuff, all vacations and all this old type of stuff. And people don't even realize we in the biggest and deepest recession since before 2008. They said this new recession gonna make 2008 look like a baby.
Isn't that something?
You know what I'm saying? And that's all people thinking about right now is vacation and all that. Ain't nobody said nothing about saving no money. It's still women around here talking about buying BBLs and getting their body right and paying 35 or $45,000 for a body. I ain't got it in their bank account. They ain't even got. They paying for their body and they ain't even saving no money. We got people out here like that.
Yeah, and then these are things that you risk in your life. You can pass away from that type of surgery. He said they get paid. My partner make a grip
Talking
in
about
that electrician and plumbing.
yeah, yeah,
I believe it.
yeah. And I mean, and I'm gonna tell you this, and it's a hands-on profession. The reason I had worked so much and stuff that I do, me and my partners and stuff, because it's a lack of people in the field. You know, all hard labor, this and that. See, mamas don't realize when they raise these children, they want them to be in the game and under them and all that. Only thing they good for is you know, washing dishes, cutting some chicken, flipping a burger, because all they don't know, no, they ain't got no hand skills. They can't even change oil. I mean, if you ain't got no hand skills and you try to go out here on the market where hand skills pay real good, I mean, they ain't gonna never get from this part. You know what I'm saying? They gonna stay at a certain level because hands first you got to have some skills to learn better skills.
Right.
So if you ain't got no skills and you think you're gonna be a cook forever, or you're gonna be doing this forever, or that forever, okay, that place closed down or they closed this down. Just like I remember Piccadilly were paying people good. Then they cut the pay and start prepping food, like bringing food in. They were bringing cakes in and all that pre-cooked cakes, all this stuff, bringing it in, and then all they doing now is warming up. So they telling you, well, we ain't hiring you to cook like that. All
Right.
you doing is warming up food, which anybody can do now. We got cooks that's making it on a conveyor belt, cakes after cakes after cakes after cakes, and we just shipping it off, and we don't need you for nothing. We gonna wrap the whole plate up, and all you gotta do is unthaw it and cook it. They don't want you to have that.
Yeah, like the new Hello Fresh type of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, people don't even realize the world has changed like real bad, and a lot of people gonna be homeless. I hate to say it, a lot of people gonna be homeless because I'm looking at it and I'm telling you, like every day that even big companies, man, I need workers. I need skilled workers. I need a man I can put on the truck. I pay him $30 an hour, $40 an hour. What? You sitting up here like, what you say? You'll pay him. What? I'm talking about they paying folks $30, $40 an hour. I mean, just to get on the truck and run this store, that store, and do. I mean, they doing it. You know what I'm saying? But they just want people with skills.
That's the life we living in.
Because I said the same thing about the self check about
Self checkout.
yeah.
At Kroger,
Mm-mm.
Walmart, even the dollar store are developing self checkouts.
And guess who else? Taco Bell.
Oh yeah.
I
You
went by
even have
Taco
a
Bell.
robot preparing the food in Brooklyn
Look,
Center, Minnesota.
look, I said I went to Taco Bell and I tried to go to the counter. They were like, "Oh, you had to go to
The kiosk.
that little thing."
The kiosk.
What? Put my own sauce, how many sauces I wanted, and that. What? Y'all stay back there. I don't want to talk to y'all no more anyway.
Look, their attitude's bad. You don't have nobody rolling their eyes. You know, it may be good.
No, it ain't gonna be good because they gonna be rolling. I'm gonna tell you, And I was
Everybody
telling,
just gonna go to making $40 an hour. That's all.
oh, I'm gonna tell you, stuff finna get real bad.
You hear me?
Huh?
I said they just gonna go making $40 an hour.
Not with no skills.
Look that funky 40.
Oh, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you, it done got so bad that men talk about them songs and stuff like that, and I tell people all the time, ladies be sitting back and men say these songs and women be like, oh, $40. You gotta give me $300, $400, and this man, professional prostitutes don't make that kind of money.
Mm-mm.
I'm talking about professionals. I'm talking about back in the day, strippers that strip in the pole, fine as a big booty Judy, and look like a Coke bottle. They don't even get that kind of money.
Not the big booty Judy.
I'm just saying, they don't even make that kind of money. And you got women that's sitting up there, and you be looking at it, they be like, oh, Joe gonna to give me $1,000 for this. You be like, you want to laugh, but it ain't even funny. You want to laugh, but it ain't even funny. Women try to make themselves seem like they the pick of the litter, and it done got to the point that a lot of men are rather pay for a woman to go away. They'd rather spend a little money to pay a woman 40, 50, $60 or whatever, and she go away, keep that headache with her, and go on by this business making this money.
Oh
Because
wow.
it done got to the point that women done got so aggressive, so unagreeable with men, so entitled, so unself-aware about society and where they fit in society. It's women with no car talking about that ain't no man worth nothing. You walking, motherfucker. A man with a car is worth something to you.
Oh wow.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you sit up here talking to men like they ain't worth nothing, and you walking.
Isn't that something?
Read it.
Tell them truth. A grand say girl. A grand say girl stop business. I don't know what that means. Read it for me. Tell them the truth. A grand say girl stop bullshitting. I guess. Help me out.
He said, "You got." He said, "You got." Hold on. He said, "You got mad." You say, "Motherfucker." Uh, I'm telling you, man. Like people don't even people don't even realize like men have actually men are actually listening to women right now. And when women come and say, I don't need no man, man can't do nothing for me, this and that, men out here working on themselves now. There's more men getting in the gym, there's more men just devoting themselves to making money and this and that. And then that's how it always been back in the day. But right now it's on double time. And a lot of men ain't even thinking about women till they get, like women in general to settle down or something like that till they damn near 35 or something. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And women sit up here thinking men ain't gonna evolve like them. Like women are sitting back saying, I don't have to do nothing. I don't have to cook, clean, nothing. I'm gonna get a man whenever I want. No, you're not. You know what I'm saying? This is a dream. Sometimes we watch too many movies. You know what I'm saying? See, sometimes people be watching the movie and they be like, oh, now that's me there. That's what I want, just like that. No, that's a movie. It's for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people don't even realize that like men have woke up, smelled the coffee, smelled the writing on the wall. All women think they better than us. They don't need us. This and that. Okay. Then when you treat them like they want to be treated, then they don't like it. They don't like when you say, "Well, you said you make your own money. You don't need my money, right?"
Mhm.
So now they motherfucker got to do something for me. Oh, now you selling pussy. So you don't know what you want to do. You don't know if you want to sell pussy, you don't want to sell pussy, or you want to sell a little pussy, but not a lot of pussy. I
You
mean,
silly.
I'm just saying. Sometimes women don't know what they want to do. They don't know what type of man they want. They don't know what kind of man they want because most women don't even like the sons that they raise. If you ask most women, would you date your son? They'll say, hell no. If you ask most of them, you know what I'm saying? If you ask most of them, most of their sons probably smoking weed, entitled, carrying guns, uh, 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 you know, they might see the sons don't really care about some of the girls and this and that. I mean, it's like mama know more about what the son doing than the girlfriend know. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
when I say not date their sons is because they know what their sons are doing. They know when their sons are playing the field or got 2, 3 girlfriends or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And when I say not dating their sons, they see what their son doing, and then
Well,
sometimes
they help them. They be helping their children do stuff like that.
they take their sons that they raise, and then they add him to every man. They will see what
Mhm.
their sons doing and say, "See how boy that? No, that's your boy." You feel what I'm saying? It's grown men out here working every day, but people don't even look at it like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
that's true. Women put themselves in a position for men to rent them with no chance of a relationship, but they are fine with that.
Mm,
Oh, wow.
mm. That's the new day. That's the new day. Women are walking around saying, "I don't know if I want a relationship. I'm, I kind of like him, but then I kind of like this other dude. I'm like in between 2 or 3 people dating. I want to realize. I want to see who's right for me. And
Mm.
don't realize that you blowing all this up because this what happens when a woman date more than one man at a time. She gets this energy. And she's used to this man, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then when she get a new dude, he likes stuff different. So she started doing this different thing. Then she get another dude, he likes something different. So then when she mess up it, she get back with this dude, the energy she didn't got for these other couple dudes, she put that energy on this dude and he can tell something's wrong. But he like, you don't talk to me like that. You don't really act with me like that. You don't even ask me these type of questions. So how am I getting this kind of action now? You know what I'm saying? Like men are much smarter than women think they are. You know what I'm saying? Like
I can vouch and understand everything you just said, because some women, if you're into the man that you're with, you can do the same thing. You can tell when the man be talking to other women. You can tell when he be around them, when he have touched another woman. If you're in tune to your surroundings, and it's not just for the streets, you think you can tell. So I know you can tell. I know men can tell
right.
that same energy you get from other people. That stuff is real, and it's not just it's sexual. It's not just when you have sex with somebody else. If you're in the company of somebody else, you can tell the conversation. You can tell who you've been around. Like, for instance, I can tell certain people that my guy be around because I hear certain phrases. I'm like, oh, they've been around that person. Oh, that person. They're just things you say. I'm like, okay. So if you're in tune to the people you're with, yeah, you understand. And that's not AI. That's called people that pay attention.
Yeah.
You know,
And
if you got any type of vibes.
and and the world is always trying to figure out, stuff anyway. Like your mind is made like an AI to try to figure something out. Like sometimes when somebody say a couple words to you, it's how they said it. You be like,
Er, What they doing?
What was that? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like, and I know a lot of people don't like how I act sometimes because like I come up when men, the men that taught me. See, you are a product of
of
what
your environment.
too, because I was taught when I was coming up, real men don't explain themselves. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? So like when somebody asks me certain things and it feel like I'm explaining like I'm a child or something, I'd be like, do I look 3 years old? Like do I really got to answer these questions? You know what I'm saying? Like it comes off like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it's like once somebody asks me some certain stuff like, ooh, don't you got a woman? Don't you do this? Or don't you? Why the fuck? Why the fuck are you asking me questions like you my mama or daddy or you know what I'm saying? And I think it rubs people the wrong way because I don't answer questions. I don't answer to nobody. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I don't answer questions. I answer what I want to answer when I want to answer, and if I don't want to answer it, I just don't answer it. Or if I feel like it's irrelevant, I pay it no attention. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think sometimes when people ask me stuff, and I just know people being nosy, people want to be in your business, that people want to know how you move and where you move and all that old type of stuff. And me, I don't care how they feel, like that old saying, F your feelings. Like a grown man moves a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you are raised by super grown men, like when I came up, I was, you know, I was raised around a harsh environment, and men was king. You know, wherever when we was around, you know what I'm saying, men was king. Like I get pissed off just walking through the grocery store now. Just little girls bumping into me, and I mean, I never got that, coming up. You know what I'm saying? Joker look at you and it'd be like, oh, let me get out of his way or whatever, whatever. And I can't say it's a bad thing. It's good to be like maybe they see the grades on me and say, oh, he's not dangerous anymore. Maybe it's that. But I mean, it just when people move, and it seems like they move with a lack of respect or a certain kind of what's name. It's like sometimes I would just want to walk through the store and get close. Somebody get too close, just to see what motherfucker gonna jump.
You
You know,
so silly.
I'm just saying because like it's like it's like a lion and he laying in his cage. Um, just say he was in the jungle, right? And now he in a caged environment. He at the zoo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now people just start walking through, just going up to him, just feeding him, just here you go, just walking on off there. He like, people ain't even scared of me. He,
My
he,
roar does not make
he
them talk.
just
What is
walked in
going
here.
on?
He just walked in here, no shocker thing with him, no stick in his hand, no nothing. He just fed me. I mean, just not even worried. Just turned around and just walked off. And that's when I attack people when they walking away. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
And you get the feeling like this. I don't know if it's an older thing. You get the feeling like, dang, like I'm not dangerous. They don't take me as being dangerous no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, sometimes it get a little, kind of sad way, but I think because the problem is I still got a lot of this stuff in me,
Mm-hmm.
and what it is even though you get older and you still got some grassroots stuff in you because you was raised by it. Because see, being a lion, that lion that's in that zoo still a lion. He's
Mm,
still come from the wild. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
See, that's why when they have people, the lions in cage, they try to raise them caged up all their life. They don't take wild lions and put them in a cage and say, "Come see them." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they raise these lions. See, a lot of these lions that's caged up in circus and all that, they was raised as puppies. I mean, as babies around all the way up,
Cubs.
locked down. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So all I'm saying is because just like a lion, if you take them lions out the cage, let them out for a while, let them roam around, be free in the environment, it's hard to put them back in a cage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, once you've been wild, it's kind of hard to not be wild
Mm-hmm.
because even in your head, wildness is going on. Even when somebody looking at you and don't see the wildness, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like sometimes when a little girl or somebody come bump into me, like the first thing in my head be like, kick the basket over, kick them across Walmart or something. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm just saying but because it's the wildness. Like when you go to them zoos that they have them little big old thick glasses,
Yeah.
real lions can kind of get to the chill. You always see them on there, biting on the what's name. Like, yeah, let them in here one time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's what goes into a real dangerous man. See, what makes you a man is not not acting out on stuff you want to do. Is being
Mm-hmm.
able to control the stuff you want to do.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? See, a
Yeah.
lot of people, you don't become a man till you can control your rage. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand that part of being a man. Once you are able to control yourself, that's when you're a grown ass man. Yeah, yeah.
That was something.
I put on a nice little rant right there. Come on.
So, does business come before people now? Can we survive AI?
Mm, I don't know. Can we? Do you think
I
we can?
mean, we're gonna have to. If not, you're gonna fail at it because just like it took so many people a long time to get used to cell phones digitally, screen touching, things like that. It's some still people that still have flip phones.
Yeah.
They don't really know how to accommodate to the new society, like using computers. There's still people that don't know how to use computers completely.
And that's why I got myself computers and everything because the same thing. I didn't want to be that person that once technology got here, I didn't know how to work it or
Right.
whatever, whatever. And see, people get me wrong when they see me try to keep up and buy newer technology and stuff like this because I don't want to be left behind.
Mm-hmm.
See, people don't realize when you it's the same thing when I see somebody out there trimming a bush and they doing it. I'll be like, you gonna get old as hell, but you gonna be hurting because you working hard at old age. You know what I'm saying? Like I be done got me an electric weed eater, a battery pack weed eater before I be up here chipping. Nah, player. I
But
rather
some people that like working in their yard, they have those things because it's like a little therapy for them. I can see, some retired people that enjoy doing that trimming it so it can be to their look or style.
uh,
Everything doesn't have to be rushed in life, which we have become adapted to, just like the microwave. People put everything in the microwave. Now,
Guess
so
what?
many go into the air fryer. They
Some,
want it fast.
some people got that stuff because, to me, is because they sometimes when you buy some gas, I know
Mhm.
people that buy gas, like a gas lawnmower. That's why people buying that battery pack lawnmower because it's so hard to crank that lawnmower. Sometimes they just want something
Man.
easy. And see, that's the same thing with it. You ain't got to crank it up and then all you gotta do is take that chop, 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 and then like you said, sometimes them little old bitty things. But when you got 1,000 bushes, it's time to upgrade. I'm
Mhm.
just saying, I ain't no way I'm gonna be over here chop, 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 chop. Because think about if a yard man, a real yard man, pull up at somebody's house these days age, you know what I'm saying, and got a plug in weed eater. Hey, where your plug at? I know you say, man, you don't get your ass out my yard. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But think about it. That's being too far back in time when you ain't just up on certain things. See, professionals use the gas. Ain't no professional yard man coming with the electrical stuff,
Mhm.
plug in stuff. He ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like battery pack is getting better where people can get away with, doing their yard, but you ain't gonna be able to do 2 yards, and you ain't gonna be able to be a professional. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying? Yep.
time consuming.
Right. And then they're gonna die quick.
Mhm.
I wouldn't even lie to you. Come on, we.
So they say over half of the workforce is not needed in the next 2 years, will not be needed. True. You can
Mm,
see it fading away now.
AI is killing. I be looking at stores. I remember when it was people working at the cash register on both ends, all the way down,
Hmm.
all the way down. And now you look at it, the self checkout got a security guard over there, and that's all they need is a security guard. Make sure you don't run off with nothing. and and that's all they got, a security guard and maybe one lady down there to keep helping you while the security guard just make sure you don't steal nothing.
Right.
And then they say, in some years, grocery stores gonna be where they, just you walking out the line, putting it in your basket, it's already calculating your whole basket. Soon as you push your basket out, it's gonna already tell you how much it is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And they had this technology over 4 5 years ago. I watched
Mm.
when they was pushing, basket, like they can push a basket through the door and it would calculate your whole basket and go and take it out of your what's name, out of your
Hmm.
account.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. So think about it. It's kind of like the same because what they doing now, they trying to get you used to it. They got the app where you scan your own stuff, but then guess what they doing? They getting you to go through that certain line, right? That certain line that tell you people who scan their stuff go through this line. See,
Hmm.
that little line is made to count your stuff.
Like Sam's. Have you ever used their
Yeah,
app and you get they
yeah.
scan it
And
to
then
tell
you
you
see
so?
that little line that it say the checkout. I mean the app checkout kind of line, and it got
Yeah.
the little zoom thing out there. You go. That thing is made to count your stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. They are warming up, counting your stuff. Cause see, when you hit the button and you say, I confirm is these many items in there. That thing zapping it, and your what's name is zapping yo how many stuff you got in that basket. When you get to that though, it's actually counting. They really what's name, and all them people doing at that door is trying to count how many items you got.
Yep.
They go and they tee, 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 tee. They really just saying, huh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and looking at your receipt. 10 items. Okay, all right. That's all they doing. They saying you hit 3 things while you count. That's what they doing.
Yeah.
Yep. So you agree? Next 2 years, have the workforce. Oh
Oh,
well.
with.
Oh well. What they gonna do then? I'm listening.
I already told you. I mean, because if they lose their jobs, the government don't really just have funds like that. I don't think they would do increase in assistance living and
I'm
in
gonna tell you something.
food stamps, all that type of stuff.
I'm
So
gonna
I'm
tell you.
not
I'm gonna
sure.
tell you. I'm gonna tell you something that you ain't gonna get nowhere but here. You remember it was a kind of Chinese dude that was running for president, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he Chinese?
Yeah, he was he American,
Okay.
but he was, he looked Chinese. He was born in America, but he's Chinese descent, kind of. Okay. So he said, he's like a tech guy. And he already said back then, it was 2, 3 years ago, that see a lot of people don't listen to certain things people say. He said, when he get up in there, because he know AI coming, he's saying they trying to figure out a way where they can give us, everybody a certain amount, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, whatever a month, because basically you ain't gonna be needed.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna be paying every American to kind of stay at home because you're not gonna be needed. To cut down on the crime, they're gonna be paying folks because AI gonna be done took over so much stuff. They're
Isn't
gonna
that something?
paying you to stay at home. Ain't that something?
Mm-hmm.
Cause see, all these think about it, all these computer jobs and this and that with AI catching up this that, a lot of them jobs ain't gonna be here.
No, and then you're gonna have to really know how to work them.
Yeah. I mean, people don't even realize a lot of jobs that they think gonna be here is not gonna be nowhere around. Nowhere.
Yep, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Bam.
Yes, they are. They are getting rid of cash as we speak, little by little. Yes, Bitcoins, crypto coins, they are already allowing you to file these type of things on your income tax.
Yeah, I mean,
The value of money is losing itself.
yeah. And they trying to make it where cash gonna be gone. You can buy stuff, but you're not gonna have any cash.
Yep,
I wonder how they gonna work.
that's gonna be awful.
So all this old bum on side of the street asks for $1, ain't gonna even be able to do that. He
Mm.
gonna just about have to have a card that you can kind of hit his card. No,
Man, what if they start saying, I got cash out?
they gonna have to evolve. I mean, for real though, they gonna have to evolve. Push come to shove, they gonna have to evolve.
Yeah.
It's hard to say it like that, but they are. So I mean, I think we don't even realize where we headed, but we headed there, whether we like it or not. We headed a certain place that we ain't gonna even notice in a minute. We gonna be they gonna be AI, everything gonna be um, robot here, robot there. I mean, especially when they start, putting it in your house because they already trying to make robot girlfriends for men and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They like if a man can't deal with these women, they gonna give him a nice robot that he can chill, pay for, go around his house clean. Boy, I'm telling you the truth. A Joe get a robot. go around here and clean. And oh Lord, women gonna be whoa. It's gonna be rough on women.
Oh wow, we're gonna be replaced. Just think, I don't know how long ago it's been. You remember um the vacuum, the vacuum cleaner that they have that it just go around and clean the house for you.
Yeah.
So that's been out for a long time. Just doing that, it know when it bumps into something, it changed directions.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah. hmm Um, yeah, they getting better and better, but when I'm thinking clean, I'm thinking Joker folded clothes, all that. They making robots where they folding clothes
Okay, well, see, we all have that.
and stuff. They making real robots.
We all have that.
Yeah. So I mean, it's getting to a point that it's gonna be some soul searching in a minute because I think it sometimes a lot of people done got away with two-parent houses. And I think it's kind of like more of a city thing because as I'm looking, like I wanna say that in other cities outside of Jackson is more two-parent homes, two-parent households and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to see where it's single households too because we go to households and sometimes these women be some of these women and men be halfway crazy and you be like, I see why they are right here by themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, man, a lot of people that work from home and don't have a certain kind of, you know what I'm saying, a certain kind of connection with nobody. I mean, it's crazy.
Mm.
So that's all I got. That's all,
What?
how do you say it? That's all I got.
Well, that was enough information. Thank you for sharing it with us tonight.
Mm,
But hey, people, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I guess we'll see you guys on next week, next Monday and Tuesday. Again, happy birthday Eve to Mr. Know It All. I will
yeah,
be
I'm
celebrating
trying.
my birthday as well this week.
Yeah, we
The
might.
Turn Up show begin today at
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes. Look at him.
Got him! Got him!
And we will see y'all next week. Have a good one and all that. Yeah, we had to get back a little. All right. See y'all next Monday and Tuesday at 9 o'clock. I might be doing some collaborations next week.
Uh-oh.
Some I don't
You
know.
better collaborate.
And collaborate. I might do a little something. We'll see. We'll see. And I'll see y'all next week. Peace.
All right. Good night.